Hey, what's up, family? Hey, I want to do a sentimental video on this one here today. And this one, I'm going to title this one, Two Girls Die in Car After the Father Had Left Them, Unfortunately. So, we're going to title it, Two Girls Die in a Car. Have some sympathy. Now, the reason I say that is because this one was personal to me, too. Now, that guy is due in court today, very soon, and they're going to take it from there with the proceedings as far as will he be charged, how he'll be charged, or whatever the case may be. Now, the reason I thought it was very relevant with this subject, because it touched me personally, because I did that. And it's not a game. I honestly did that. There was two incidents where I should have been, as a father, 100% in control. And unfortunately, in both incidents, I was not in control. And one was identical to this man here. Now, this was my daughter now. She's 22 years old. She's beautiful. She's healthy. She's here. She's perfect. Everything's great. But it was 22 years ago when my daughter was only 6 months old. And now the thing was, we had a family member that was watching our daughter while me and my wife went to work. And that's why I say I could relate to this man. So all y'all out there, don't be so quick to judge, because we really don't know what happened to that man. You know, right away people assume he did that on purpose and killed them girls. You don't know that. So don't judge because you don't know. Because I'm telling you, it's 22 years later, and every time I think of the thought of how I did the same thing, it almost was the same result. It hurts me to this day. That's how much that jump really hurt me, that I couldn't believe I almost did that. See, because here's the story what happened to me. My wife normally always took our daughter to the babysitter. She was the heavy nurturer, as most very good women are. She always did most of the catering to our daughter and nurtured her all the time. She always took her to the babysitter. I never took her to the babysitter, and I mean never, because our schedules was a little off. But it just so happens on this particular day, our schedules changed. This one day, and my wife asked me to take our daughter to the babysitter that morning, to the family member house. And of course, I agreed. I obliged her, not a problem. Now, on this scorching hot day, just like with that man that's got to go to court now, it was about 95 degrees. Early in the morning, at 7 o'clock in the morning, it was already 80 degrees. It was hot already. So I had my daughter in the back car seat, in her child car seat. My daughter was quiet. She was not crying. She was not making any noise. She was quiet as cat. That had something to do with it too. See, maybe if I had a little bad kid, a whiny kid, a crying kid, that would alert me that she's dead. But my daughter was so quiet. Maybe she was sleepy. Maybe the heat knocked her out, whatever the case. But I forgot that she was there. And instead of driving to the babysitter, I drove to work. This is an identical story as this man. I drove to work. I literally got all the way to work, parked my car in the parking lot, and I went to get out of the car to go to work. Mind you, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was already 80 degrees. And they was predicting it was going to be about 95, close to 100. It wasn't until until I actually got out of the car and I reached back to the passenger seat to get my book bag, which I had my supplies in it. When I went to get my book bag, I just happened to look in the back seat, and there goes my daughter. You talking about something that hurt my heart, because right then and there, I said, how could I have forgotten my daughter was right there? That honestly happened to me. Like I said, that was 22 years ago. My daughter's healthy, she's fine now. But I remember that. So that's why this touched me right here, that this man did that. Who knows? Y'all out there, stop judging because you don't know. Me personally, I know how that feels because it happened to me. Now, the other incident, like I said, there was two incidents when I should have been in control and I wasn't. The other one that to this day that messes with me was when I first taught my daughter how to ride a bike. And she was so happy. She was wiggly with it and all that. But I taught her like good fathers do. And then she wanted to race me. I was out there cutting the grass in front of our lawn, and I had my boots on without the shoestrings in them, because I'm just cutting. These are the boots I use. I'm cutting the lawn. And while she wanted to race me, I said, all right, come on, I'm playing with her. I didn't think she got really fast on the bike. And we rode only 3 houses to the corner. But at that corner, sometimes cars come flying by there, unfortunately, which they shouldn't be doing that. And sometimes trucks come by there, which trucks got no business coming down the street. But anyway, well, as we raced, I just thought we was going to race from one house to the next, just real, maybe a quick 20 feet or something like that. But she just kept going. Next you know, I said, all right, Ashley, hit the brake. And she's like, I don't know how to. I don't know, daddy. And she kept going. Remember I told you, that little street there, jokers come flying by. And I went to chase her, and my feet came right out of the boots, because remember, I had no shoestrings. And I fell. And when I fell, you talking about a father who feels helpless. When I fell, all I could see is I was like, Ashley, hit the brake! I couldn't get up in enough time. She already hit the curb and was going across the street. It was like Pet Sematary movie when a little girl got hit by a truck. I felt useless, helpless. And I was getting up and I was trying to run to her. And every bad image just crossed my mind. But how these idiots come flying across the street. But luckily, no car came. And she went all the way across the street, and the front of the wheel hit the curb, and boom, and it flipped over, and she fell over the bike. And I was so happy that she got hurt by falling off the bike, opposed to some idiot flying down the street. Now you understand what I'm saying? These were two incidents as a good father where I should have been in total control. I was not in control, but especially the car scene on a hot day. So I understand what that man is going through. I understand what his family is going through. I don't know. See, most people assume he did that on purpose or not. Y'all don't know that. Because I'm telling you, it could have happened to me. And it wasn't at the last minute that I caught myself when I seen her in the back seat. So I know what that feels like. So for all y'all out there, stop judging. Because you don't know. Because a lot of us men, this probably be our problem. We so used to our women catering and doing everything for the child that the one moment we got to do it, we get miscombobulated about what we supposed to be doing. So I'm going to let y'all go. This was personal to me. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. I'm going to let y'all go. Peace. And a lot of you men out there on the end note, I would just say, I know I ain't got to tell y'all pay attention more close to your kids. I ain't got to tell y'all that. But what I am saying is, sometimes we take on the role of mommy. And when we do that, we got to forget we not daddy right now. We always daddy. But what I'm saying is, at that moment, I forgot. I was supposed to do one little chore of taking the responsibility of doing what mommy normally do. See, daddy don't normally do that. Mommy normally do it. So now I'm doing what mommy normally do. So just be more aware. Because that would have ruined me. If that would have happened like that, man, which it very well could have, I'd have been destroyed. And we don't want that for none of y'all out there. So on that note, peace.